Welcome, Boldcast fam, to another episode of Chainsaw Man Reaction. What happened last time?
What even did happen last time was when he defeated the, leech devil?
Yeah, he was just about to touch Power's tits, so we'll see how that goes at the start of this. Leave a like and subscribe. Check out Patreon. Let's go.
Yeah, and Power moved in. That was the other.
And that was the highlight, despite the fact that a giant, crazy fight scene happened at the start.
It's fine. That's irrelevant.
Irrelevant. Huh? Oh, okay. The vibe was totally different. Why did she make that sound? Huh? This bitch. Women. Never trust them.
Betrayed.
All women are snakes. 2 squeezes remain? She just... What a bitch! I don't think she realizes how much she's messing with him right now.
You see?
He jump on her. I don't think she realizes just how much is. Yeah. Hey, man.
He got exactly what he bargained for.
That's the problem. People think, some tits is the answer. It's not. Reject women. Achieve your goals. Yeah, I was just thinking that, so first of all, she made that interaction the worst for him that I think it could have been. Just the pads, but
You see,
what?
I
on the
couldn't
leash?
tell. No, I couldn't tell if it was just the shadow from her bathing suit or if she was wearing the pads in her bathing suit.
Maybe they added it. They added it! She wasn't wearing the pads before.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. I've been looking. This looks new. Because I don't remember, the cleft being shown. I remember it being, higher up. Maybe I'm looking too much into this. I wasn't looking that hard before, but I do remember...
I wasn't looking that hard.
I wasn't looking that hard.
The curvature of her ass in the
Yeah, classic. Only live stream viewers know. But, maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, I wonder what he's gonna do now, because, that was, his life's ambition. He doesn't think 2 steps ahead. He just thought, oh, boobs, that's the thing, right? But is he gonna realize that love is the real thing? I doubt it, but maybe he's just an ass guy. Maybe he needs some ass instead.
That's the
next arc. We got the tits arc, the ass arc, and then the virginity arc or something. And then the final showdown is with anal. That's it. And then he goes dark mode. He goes Eren Yeager mode and goes down the path of darkness once he gets to anal. And then after that, I'm going way too far. I'm cutting this out of YouTube. But then he then he starts abusing his arousal center and moves towards the darkness. He gets into BDSM and bondage, and then further and further, and gets more depraved until he becomes the villain. This is an analog for modern society.
I think this is my last video for this channel. I can't show my face after that. That looks really good.
Damn. Oh, you can't use chopsticks. I thought she always walks like that. It's just in a daze. Power's so awesome, man.
Can he read?
I don't know. It wouldn't make sense that he could, but it's almost like killing the Bat Devil was a bad thing.
And now what?
Wait, I'm really sorry to pause for something this stupid and insignificant, but these details make a good anime, so I want to point it out. Look at the fucking printer ink on this paper. It looks like printer ink. They pixelated it and grafted on. Like you can see the ink bleeding on one side, the cyan on one side, and then like the more magenta stream on the other, and sort of the green around the edges.
So either that's just a detail that got like messed up, or it's extreme attention.
This is not something you mess up, because we could go print something out right now to look exactly like this. However, my only complaint is this is clearly an inkjet printer, and at an office building of this size, it is financially inefficient to run with inkjet, because they're consumer level products. They would be running a laser printer with toner cartridges instead. I worked at Staples for a year and 3 months. But that's just a sick detail. Like that's unironically like a really cool detail.
Just been hyping the one thing up for his entire life.
And this is when Denji became super relatable.
Okay.
デンジ君、エッチなことはね、相手のことを理解すればするほど気持ちよくなれると私は思うんだ。相手の心を理解するのは難しいことだから。じっくり観察してみて。指の長さはどれくらい？手のひらは冷たい？温かい？耳の形は？指を噛まれたことはある？覚えて。デンジ君の目が見えなくなっても、私の噛む力で私だってわかるくらいに覚えて。
覚えました。
Huh?
This feels like a violation of workplace ethics.
I feel like this is what he wanted to feel.
デンジ君、お願いがあるんだけど、いいかな？
はい。
銃の悪魔を倒してほしいの。
The gun devil.
銃の悪魔。
13年前、米国に出現してどこにいるかわからない。
Only 13 years ago.
I wonder, this might be a reach, but I wonder if first of all, I wonder when the gun devil was first like mentioned or thought of by the author, and maybe if the 13 years from the time it was written might correspond with like a big event, like a school shooting or something like that, or if there's any kind of information, any kind of a like correlation like that.
Because I would feel like, I mean, maybe there can only be one devil of each.
I think there can only be one devil of each thing.
Yeah. Well, maybe it just went to, because they said it went to America, right?
I think that
I wonder if...
I think there's just more fear of guns in America.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, like, it could have potentially been somewhere else, but then it moved to a place where it was feared more to become stronger. I don't know how devils, like, going around.
I think that I think that... I think that Americans probably fear guns less than like most countries in the world, but there's just more of them. So like on average, the average person in America versus the average is difficult.
Well, I
There's
guess
a lot
it
of
would also be like
Let me finish my point. So there's because there's so many more guns in America, there's a lot of people who are not afraid of guns, but there are a lot of people who are terrified of guns because of the disparity. So the average person would fear guns because it's such a big part of American culture, less than other people in the world. Like say if you go to Australia or something like that. Yeah, anyway, that's it.
I think it's like, yeah, less of being afraid of the gun, but more being afraid of the threat of a gun. Because in the States, there's just so many more guns that you never know who could have one. So they're just kind of lurking around every corner.
I think people are just more aware of them because like people might be afraid of guns in Japan, let's say, where you can't own them, I'm pretty sure, under like unless under specific circumstances. But it's like it's a distant fear. It's like something that doesn't really exist there, whereas in the States it's a big deal.
もしもデンジ君が銃の悪魔を殺せたら、私が君の願い事何でも一つ叶えてあげる。
デンジ君が銃の悪魔を殺せたら、マキマさんが俺の願い事何でも一つ叶えてあげる。それってそれはデンジ君が銃の悪魔を殺したら、マキマさんが願い事何でも一つ叶えてあげるそういうことですか？何でもって例えば
何でもだよ、デンジ君。
おすげえ。のことあってもいいんですか？
Probably not, but okay.
Is this allowed? Is that allowed?
メディアも活発にニュースを取り上げ、銃が前よりも怖がられるようになったあたりかな。アメリカで銃を使った大きな手
Talk about
その
9/11?
日に銃の悪魔が現れた。
これが僕の住んでいるところさと都会のネズミは言いました。
太陽の具合が良くないんだ。一人でできる遊びをしなさい。
Is that Aki?
いつもだわ。
It looks like
太陽
it.
が元気な時
Is Aki American?
なんだから我慢して一人で遊びなさい。
Mm.
He lost his whole family.
Yeah.
Probably to the gun devil, I suppose.
ついてくんなよ。
That's not nice.
ついてくんなよ。俺は一人で遊べるんだ。
It's so nice, but not.
お前が風邪ひくと俺が怒られんだよ。キャッチボールなら手冷たくならないだろう。家からグローブ取ってこい。
Oh no.
だいたい5分弱で120万人を殺した後は今日まで姿を消している。その後、
And like all of them got stronger.
Oh my god.
銃の悪魔を少しで銃所持の基本
But it just made him stronger.
Yeah.
災害などでされるようになった。
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
倒せると思う？
Fuck no.
Kills 1.2 million people? Yeah, sure, I'll beat it.
It doesn't seem like a gun, you know? Like,
That's the nuke devil.
they need to find it.
どうやってそいつは見つけるんです
I
か？
have to draw it
これ
out.
は集めた銃の悪魔の
Oh
移
shit.
動速度が速少し焦げ落ちたみたい。
Oh, it's
悪魔が
Made of
肉片を
bullets?
食べると
Ew.
Oh.
どんな悪魔でも力を増すの。ほら、くっついた。
は
銃の悪魔はとっても強い
Guide
悪
him.
魔だからね。だから、この肉片をもっと大きくすれば、
so you just need to hunt for more of
銃
it.
の悪魔にたどり着く。
い。見つけました。
Ew.
Is there a marlin devil?
食べてたか。
It's like a sea devil. I feel like a sea devil would be way bigger.
食べさせたのか。
悪魔は全部殺す。その先に奴がいる。
Holy shit. Could you imagine
Yeah.
that?
ホテル内部で悪魔の目撃。ホテルの宿泊者の生存
Oh, all of them are going?
駆除
Is he a
に
big
当たった
one?
民間のデビルハンター福間の肉片を食べている悪魔です。公安隊の
Let's see if it like
6人を出動させます。
It looks like we got our, what's Sakuna? We got our Sakuna fingers.
銃の肉片を食べ
Was he wearing that before? Did he always wear
銃
one?
の悪魔本人
Alright, I bumped something, it's fine.
大きいほど強く引き寄せられる。この程度じゃ違う。そうなんだ。
いいのそれ。わしによこせ。
Just eats it. He just wants to find the gun devil immediately.
Yeah, he's just like, it's probably here. I mean, no. Oh, guess not then. Shit.
何の得もねえに敬語使うかよ早川先輩よしやり
Get rewarded.
これからそいつらに背中任せて大丈夫なんですか
No. No.
自分は信用できません
こいつらに背中を任せない
They'll go in.
悪魔駆除には
They're enforcers.
願えた方が
畜生みたいな扱いだな。
お前らに人権はない
Just a couple of hunting dogs.
朝のあれのせいだな
それはさすがに
Oh
ます
god.
あれはいたずらレベルじゃねえ
What did they do?
What do they do?
何があったの？ハキ君。
おびくれ
Didn't you get a reward?
私が一肌脱いだの悪魔を倒した人にはなんと私がほっぺにキスしてあげます。
そんなこと乙女がそんな身ならな
ご褒美あった方がやる気出るでしょね
That was a real experience this morning. Holy shit.
俺もいいよ大丈夫やる気は俺は初めての銃はその人のために肉片だかなんだかを当てて
Oh, whatever.
銃の悪魔はしね
Wow, very motivated.
はあ
I hope he doesn't think that she cares about
え
him.
俺ら
Yeah.
エッチなことは理解し合った人間同士でするから気持ちがいいんだ
へデンジ君が悪魔を倒したらベロを入れたキスしてあげる
Are all the girls like that in this? They're just speed walking. It's gonna like burst out of one of the rooms.
俺は半年間姫野先輩に期待を世話になった
He's jealous.
呼ばれるくらいならほっぺのキスは俺がもらう
Oh my god.
姫野先輩新人たちは使えそうです
Completely useless.
新井君は実力不足だけどやる気は十分って感じ小道案だけどかなり動けるかな
Yeah, she seems like she's a sleeper.
この新人に生き残れると思う
実は強いなと思ったやつも
Mm.
そうで
Go
もない
private. Damn.
一年あれば林間に行きます
答えになってないな
Can they leave? Like, are you allowed to leave?
I mean, they can't.
They can't, I guess.
Those two can't. I remember this from the trailer. It was crazy. There's that guy with the blonde hair here, right?
姫野
Yeah.
お前の新しいバディだ
She got fucked up.
使えるように育てたうまくやる俺は秋よろしく
君は使えるの
そう
私のバディ君で6人目全員死んでるの使えない雑魚だから全員死んだ
It's one way to look at it, I guess.
アキ君は死なないでね
She seems to be about what I appraised her as at the beginning, like somebody who's been through a lot of shit and just like
Yeah.
tries to have fun where she can, because life is fucking short and terrible.
Yeah.
アキ君来る
This is all tomorrow's.
捕まえた
She's telekinesis?
I wonder what that is or what the how that works.
Yeah, like if it's an invisible hand or if it's like actual force or
Yeah.
if it's a thing, like another creature that she controls that's invisible.
Contract with the ghost devil.
Yeah.
私ゴーストの右手を使えるってわけ
Wow.
私の
At least it's a one-time deal, not like where it could just take anything anytime that it wants.
強い反応はなし
じゃあわしがこいつを殺すと言ったらどうする武器を引っ込めな
悪いことした締め殺す
Maybe you can only see it if it touches you.
Or can she only see it because she's a devil?
めんどくさいから仲良くやろうよ
Denji just laughing.
お前たちまだ悪魔が潜んでるんだぞ。もう少し静かに。
Going around in circles, it's like some kind of
The hotel devil.
like when you're walking down the hallway in a hotel and it just all looks the same, and there's like the doors and it almost looks like a mirror.
I think that's the fear that maybe inspired this thing.
行く階段を登りましたよね。
That's the stairs devil. You can go up the stairs all you want, but you'll be on the same floor forever.
確認してくれ。
No. Idiot. He's gonna get separated.
Whoa.
It's like Portal. I thought he was gonna get separated on a separate floor.
階段降りていったよね
Anytime. I can't pick out all the things that I like, but that weird horse made out of seemingly guns is
It's
such
like
a...
It also kind of looks like nails, and then when you got close up, it looked like fingers. But it must be.
But
the
if you
gun
look
devil
at
'cause
the-
all those.
The snoot. The snoot is a gun. And it's like there's stalks of guns and stuff, and
Yeah, it's weird with all these like fingers. Maybe it's because like
pull the
pulling
trigger. Yeah. And eyes and stuff for
Are
aiming
these
and
like
stuff.
from those guns?
Bandoliers, yeah, for, instead of hair on the tail. That's such a cool design. If that is what the gun devil looks like, again, please don't tell me. But that's really cool. Even if it's just for this image, that's really cool. But I have a feeling that's what it's supposed to look like.
That'd
It looks so
be
awesome.
such a creative. Just
Those
I'm
probably
not
aren't-
saying
oh.
that it is the gun devil, but I kind of hope that it is because that would be such a cool design because it's not what you would expect.
Yeah, these are
Like,
probably bullets in the back.
It's the gun devil. That's not what you would expect it to look like.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
something so natural, like an animal. You
Yeah.
know.
Anyway, that episode was great. One thing that I didn't talk about during the episode because it would have taken too much time was the weird relationship with Makima and Denji.
I mean, she's just good at using people.
Yeah, obviously.
She-
it's pretty
And she
straightforward,
doesn't
but
she obviously doesn't care about you know
obviously.
and anything to do with him other than the fact that he's so easy to manipulate. She can just say, "Yeah, sure, I don't care. I'll do whatever you want." And he'll do whatever she says.
Yeah, but she's like she's because she has all the control in the situation, and not just because like she's his boss or anything. It's like she has the control because she like sets the expectations. He has no expectations for like a relationship at all. So she is like really fucking him over here by giving him this this view on I mean, maybe the series won't go into this, and if they do, it won't be anytime soon, I bet. But she's like shaping his view of sex to be like transactional. There's always a transaction, and like he needs to do something in order to get a reward of sex, and and affection. Like he needs to work for it and earn it. And like he's not deserving of any kind of care or love or anything.
But it's really fucked up because she is framing it in a way that makes it seem like she is more interested in him because Power did the same thing where she said, "Sure, I'll let you squeeze my boob if you do this." And that was a purely transactional detail.
Yeah.
She made a little scene, but then in the end she was laughing about it, and it meant nothing to her, and he could tell that it didn't mean anything to her, and he didn't like that. So then when someone else is like leading it on, he's not the one initiating this segment where she's like, "I'll do whatever you want," and she's like, "Oh, well, you didn't like it because of this, that, and the other thing." Two people have to really get each other. He doesn't get her.
Yeah.
She just gets him enough for the both of them.
Yeah.
To convince him that that they're on the same level. But it's.
She feels like a Griffith type character, but even Griffith had like very strong emotional attachment to the people that followed him. He genuinely cared about them. like in his core, and that's what made the whole series kind of work in a way. I won't spoil anything, but like that's how he works, and it's a very similar, like very strong, very competent leader, young, very attractive. A lot of people are attracted to the leader and like want their affection, and they want that connection with them. But with her, she's a lot more. She doesn't seem to have any real, like from what I can see, any real emotions for like the people that are beneath her, and the people that she commands. So that's really scary, because that's usually what keeps people like this grounded, is they have some kind of relationship or something that they want to protect. It seems like there's something that she wants, but I don't know what that is, and I don't think that she gives a shit about what happens to the people in pursuit of it.
She just seems like a very fearsome businesswoman. Like she's using all of the people underneath her to boost herself higher. If she is essentially like if her and her like unit or whatever is essentially responsible for taking down the most feared and crazy devil of all time, the gun devil, then that's huge.
Yeah.
But
I'm worried. I'm just worried about Denji in this, because like he has no exposure to relationships at all, and the only like avenue he sees to like accomplishing anything or any kind of intimacy is if he like does good, and if he is a good boy, if like he's literally being treated like a dog and not like a person. And that really sucks. He seems fine with it now, as I'm sure he is. But the way this usually goes is and a lot of guys go through this. They think that they have to like do something, and there is an element of like proving yourself or being like I don't know, like improving yourself and being a good enough person so that you can actually have a relationship with somebody. But like. And attract somebody, like having something cool about you or good about you that is like marketable. But it doesn't mean that if you don't have something marketable, or if you I don't know, that you're not deserving of that intimacy, or that you need to like you need to trade something. You need to like it's a favor, like it's a quest or something.
And then like what does it happen when he
gets in contact with somebody who might actually like him?
Yeah, and then he's just like, oh, I did this. Why won't you
exactly
do that for me?
And that's a problem a lot of guys have. Is they think like, oh, I did all this.
The nice guy mentality of like, oh, well, I was so nice to her and she didn't want to date me. It's like, well, maybe she just didn't want to date you regardless of what, like, anything you could do. That, like, it's not like, oh, I did this for you, so I deserve this. That's not how real life works.
But there's a chance that he might become embittered with this if this doesn't work out in the future, or if he runs into somebody who's not as manipulative as Makima. What if he meets somebody that is actually, could be attracted to him just for him? That, like, how does that relationship work out? It doesn't seem like it's going to be that good. So, and then we had Aki's backstory, which was so tragic and terrible. I don't know how a gun did that. What gun does that? Like a nuclear bomb. Like, it's kind of crazy. And I don't know if that was the terrorist attack they were talking about. Oh, no, the terrorist attack they were talking about was like a 9/11 type thing. There was one tower, which is probably censorship for 9/11, and then that spurred on the fear that caused. It
amped up the fear of guns, and then the gun devil came in, killed 1.2 million people.
Yeah.
And then no one's seen it since, which is kind of.
But it's still going around like encountering other devils and stuff. Because its pieces are being found everywhere.
Well, I don't know if they said those pieces come off just because it moves so fast.
Yeah.
So it could just be like flying. That's crazy.
And Himeno, like I said, seems to be the kind of like I said, the kind of person who's been through a lot of serious shit and is just trying to take things as they come and not think about stuff too much.
I like that we're kind of like building the side characters. In this episode, kind of the last episode and mainly this episode. I feel like we're really getting some backstories, getting to just spend time with all of them, getting to see like the two groups together after we kind of got solid on our main three, then we add in the other three.
I don't see the kid with the scar on his face making it very far, to be 100% honest. I see him being like the sacrificial lamb, and he'll die like in Himeno's arms, and we'll think like, oh no, she really wants to like avenge him or protect him or something, and then she's just gonna be like, oh, too bad. And move
my
on.
like 15th partner. That's died.
Even though like he's obviously very in love with her, really cares about her, looks up to her.
Like most people either die or just leave after a year.
Yeah, I mean, if you're good enough, why would you be a civil?
A year contract when you start, and you have to work there for a year either until you die or the year's up and you could leave.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, why would you stay as a government employee when you could have your own? Like, it's like being a detective working for the police or being a private investigator. You just like the work is way easier. It's just taking pictures of people cheating on their spouses, and then you make like fucking 20 times the money, because you're working for people who are trying to like bolster their divorce and stuff. Like so it's different. Like it's similar work, and it requires the same skill set, but you could just have an easier life.
And I imagine for this as well, where it's really life and death.
Yeah.
What, you're working for someone else, or you could work less for yourself.
It seems
and
like
never get told what to do.
It seems like a much more realistic take on like what goes on in Jujutsu, because as far as we've seen in Jujutsu Kaisen, there's no, at least as far as the first season of the movie go, there's no like private demon killers or whatever, curse killers. Like it's just like, we're shonen people, we work together, we have this association, we're all kind of buddies. But this kind of brings it more to reality, where people's self-interest kicks in and people's self-preservation kicks in, and there's not really an incentive to be working this job all the time to your death. Why not like start your own thing?
Also, the other thing about this is that it's not necessarily a selective thing to be able to see a devil. Like when the devil is running around, everyone can see it, and therefore everyone can kill it. In Jujutsu, it's like you have to be able to see them.
You have to be sensitive
in order to have anything to do with it at all. So it's just a much more select. You can't just be like, oh, I want to do this as my job because I want to make money and kill devils or whatever. It's kind of different in that way, but I like it like this because it like you said, the sort of the realistic aspect of, you can do it through one thing, or you can do it on your own and try it, and it might be more dangerous because no one's there to help you and show you how to do it, or you can get locked into contracts where you are working for someone that's not the government and get fucked over forever.
So that is the gun devil in the ending, because if we go to the opening, there's the bandoliers like flowing around, and I was like, okay, that's probably something to do with the gun devil like initially, and then you see the shadow in the background.
Ah, that's cool.
Or maybe it was just the curvature of the bandolier there. It looks like it though, but
yeah, I can't tell.
We only see it for like a split second.
I like that we have a sort of a final goal as well with Gun Devil. It's the most powerful one of all.
Again, like Sukuna, like Kurama.
We're finding the fingers of this Gun Devil and taking down the things that have it. It's very, very, very similar to Jujutsu, this show. Yeah,
it is. But again, there's seemingly a more realistic bent. Like Jujutsu seems more straightforward. It seems like there's room for more angles in this. Which, it doesn't necessarily make it better on the face of it, but it does, it gives it more room to grow than Jujutsu. Jujutsu was set up seemingly to be a very straightforward, more, older teenager focused demographic with like more violence than say, I don't know, another thing, and more death and more, it's a bit darker and a bit more hardcore, but it's very classical style storytelling. In this, it's still very classical, but there's things about its world that they're establishing that could blossom into something a little bit more obscure or unique.
And I think even just the setting of them being at a job rather than being at a school or some kind of training facility just kind of shakes it up even more, because it's just a different thing, and I do kind of like that.
I agree. Great episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe. Stay tuned next week. Check out Patreon to get the uncut reaction for this and all previous Chainsaw Man episodes. You can get the uncuts earlier than when the YouTube video is posted. See you next one, Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.